already they have asked question on this. So, this question they have asked, and you should know that even a case study has been asked. So, case study, that is also of 25 marks. So, and it remains always in news if you read newspaper. I guess today also one article has come in Statsman, I guess. I was reading one article related to this. So, different newspaper, time to time it remains in news. Recently, you know that Center for Science and Research. The Center for Science and Research is one of the most renowned research institutions in India. Its license has been cancelled by the government under Foreign Contribution Regulation Act. In fact, it was the most renowned research institution, a non-profit. Right. Yesterday, there was raid by Enforcement Directorate and CBI on Harsh Bandar. Harsh Bandar is another Aruna Rai type activist who was also IAS, who quit as IAS, and he has been active as civil society member. Yesterday, there was raid at his premise by Enforcement Directorate and CBI. So, this is how Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, and Statesman write this financial accountability versus security. Can we balance it? Do we need to balance it? This is how you may already be familiar with Foreign Contribution Regulation Act and how it is becoming basis for regulating civil society organizations. These are recent developments, and it is in this backdrop that the government has introduced a bill related to this to regulate. It will create one separate institution for regulating their work activities in field of social work. So that we can consider. Before we come to know this, we have to know some basics aspects of civil society organizations. You may feel worried how much we have to know, isn't it? But this is how, unless you know difference between them, you will not understand. So they will keep creating problem. Trust, non-profit institutions, civil society organization, non-governmental organization. We use these terms so often. So you need to understand then pressure groups, interest groups, otherwise आप क्या करोगे? So question is on civil society, you will end up writing about interest groups and pressure groups. Question is on pressure groups, you will end up writing on civil society. This is how students do. So by those things, it gives idea that the candidate does not have proper understanding about the topics. So that is how we have written. First, we have to understand it. Then we have to know in different areas, let's say that. Traditionally, they were supposed to work in democracy, let's say that. But gradually other things have come, you know that. Governance idea has come. The civil society role in the context of governance can be asked this, how they promote good governance or transparency and accountability, as you were taking the name of MKSS and social audit. Then now we have told already in social justice, civil society. So just today news hai, aaj hi ka news hai ki Odisha government has partnered with non-governmental organization to improve rehabilitation in Odisha related to substance abuse. Substance abuse is a serious problem. In our country, there are 6 crore people who have substance abuse. right? Identified, non-identified, so you know that it is a serious problem. And in that case, who will work as rehabilitation center? Government does not have expertise. This you should know this. Anyhow, we'll talk so you'll understand that how civil society plays role in case of social justice. Then environment के field में you know that कि how in the field of environment, चिपको movement and Narmada Bachao Andolan and others will find this कि how. So they have been playing promoting sustainable development, civil society organizations. So one, two example will give. Then civil right, human rights, although it is part of democracy itself. This either you can take it separate, or you can be part of. But civil society organizations, you know, human right violations happen. To which institutions report first? Civil society organizations. They will report because they work, they specialize in that area, so they work because state will never report human right violations. This that way, and private has no interest. Right? That is how only civil society organizations, so they report. Fake encounters, they will report. There's misuse of law, they will report. So that is how human rights protection and civil liberty, let's say, this you can say. So we'll talk their role, we'll give some examples, then we'll talk some, let's say, their weaknesses, what are their problems, then we'll try to say how we can improve their role. Finally, we'll conclude as a topic, let's say this. Then we'll talk the recent, what are those recent developments.